The shenanigans will start no later than when I appear on the screen. I'm going to confess to this right now. I don't listen to a lot of modern crap. Yeah, I know. People are gonna think, "Oh, music snob," and you think you're better than everyone else, and you're blah blah. No. I don't like a lot of modern crap. It's either woke or it's some kind of leftist propaganda or it's some kind of lies or it's some kind of manipulation of some sort or a twisting. It's not even art anymore, really. It's just, well, it's slop for the piggies out there. You're probably one of them. Maybe. I don't know. You're watching this, so probably not. I'm not either. Trust me. But there are some things that are still enjoyable about slop. This might be one. So, before we jump into it, from the Discord, from our newest member, shout out to Peekaboo Sue. I just now thought about the name. I like that. Peekaboo Sue. That being said, thank you very much, Peekaboo Sue, for your request. And she requested from the Discord, link in the description box down below if you want to join. And this is where you send the request directly to me. If it's in the comment section, YouTube hides half of the comments and deletes the rest, and then lets me see like a fourth of them total. So I can't control anything that goes on YouTube much except uploads, and that's about it. But here I can control it and see everything and anything you want and have to say. And also, if you want to request something from me, use the request channel right here. Again, link in the description box down below. And there's also other people on here on the server doing fun stuff as well. It's where you also get guaranteed notifications. And on top of that, it's actually incredibly chill. Even though I'm supposed to be a far right nosy. That being said, from Peekaboo Sue, a request: Falling in Reverse, God is a Weapon, featuring Marilyn Manson. I don't know how I feel about the Marilyn Manson part. I don't know who Falling in Reverse is. God damn. That being said, I mean, I did enjoy some of the stuff he did, even though he's a bit of a freak. He really is. But that also being said, who knows? I might enjoy this. Let's try to go into it with an open mind and closed hearts, so you can decide whether or not you like something, but not be affected by it. Let's go. What have you brought me, Peekaboo Sue? Oh, why isn't it? Wait. Okay, this is clearly a church. All right. I like this, even though it's probably AI generated. It looks kind of cool. I don't understand. Some people are against AI, and I am too, as long as it doesn't, you know, look, I'm against AI to the point where it's going to be used to replace people so that they can't have jobs anymore, so that, the ultra rich pieces of garbage, um, can just get richer and then try to force through everything else. Like, no, I'm against it there. But AI being used by everyone as just an extra tool for everything, I'm down with that. That being said, let's continue. That looks like okay, so it's a cross. Okay, I thought the dagger looked familiar. No. I thought it was a certain type of like fashioned after a certain type of dagger, but no, it's not. It's just okay. Yeah. I can't stop from spinning down the rabbit hole. The deeper that you push, the deeper I will go. I mean, that's facts. That's facts. The deeper you push, the farther I'll go. That's basically what's happening, like culturally, politically, and all that stuff right now. There's an extreme divergence happening. And now it's clearer than ever in the modern time what's, who's good, like objectively good, not subjectively. Because if you look at everything subjectively, then there is no reality. That means there's also no morals or ethics either, unless you interpret them for yourself as you see fit. So, objectively, according to reality, right, it's never been clearer in the modern day who is good and who is evil. And those who are evil have pushed away good so far, that from their point of view, everybody is literally, unless they are exactly them, the evil people, unless you're exactly them, you're basically ultra far freaking that direction. So far, you need the Hubble telescope to look at it. So that's facts. They probably didn't intend it that way. Most of the artists and most of the creative types, that are mainstream, that are, in the establishment media and all that kind of stuff, and established entertainment and all of it, Hollywood in every way, the vast majority of them are corrupt. That's just a fact. Morally and ethically bankrupt. Otherwise, they wouldn't be where they are. But whether or not that is true, the words stay the same and keep the same truth to them, separate from those who speak them. But I like this part of that, right? I like this part. The farther, the deeper, you go, the farther you push, the deeper I go, or the farther I go. Like, that's facts. Pretty dog. If God is a woman, then God is a weapon. You know what? That sounds like, okay. Maybe they are being intentional with these lyrics. This is pretty cool, by the way. I like the imagery. But I think they are being intentional with the lyrics. I could be wrong or mistaken. But if God is a woman, then God is a weapon. Well, I mean, if you look at women, in the mainstream society and culture of the first world, which is the Western female, you see an extreme divergence over the last 70, 80 years. Away from them being objectively, right, good, pure, chaste, loving a family and caretaking, their feminine nature being, not only what they're celebrated for, but their strength. Not the modern ideas of all that stuff is all fake and false, all of it. It's all we have a lot of history to go off of to disprove all the modern bull they say about femininity and blah 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 and women that and women this and girl boss babe. It's very astute because in a way women are a weapon, because if you're able to influence the women, then you can have a measure of control over the men. Unless you separate the two and then convince them they're the same, then you don't have to worry about using women to control men, because you can control both by turning them against the other. And it's easier to turn women against anything than it is to turn a man against his own principles. And I say a man very specifically and carefully. You can be male, but definitely not a man. Just like you can be female, but not a woman, right? So that being said, it makes sense. You know, you look at all the data, you look at all the history. I mean, ever since the story of the Garden of Eden, where Eve was the one that was targeted by the serpent because she was the weaker one. She was more easily manipulated and much more easily tempted. Whereas if the snake tried that with Adam, there's absolutely no doubt Adam would have been like, this I don't like this at all. God, something's happening. It's part joke but part truth. And that is real. Very much so. We see examples of this through history. So that line is very astute. I like that. If God is a woman, then God is a weapon. And in the wrong hands can cause absolute destruction of civilizations, maybe even worlds. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, especially one that gives more to their inner Eve than they do to their Adam. I can't stop from sinning. My halo's just a hole. Deeper that I get inside you, the deeper you will fall. Say that God's a weapon, well I'm a hand grenade. Try to take this ring from me, watch me detonate. You might as well bury me. It could just be makeup, but I swear to God, Marilyn Manson hasn't aged at all. I mean, if you look at pictures of me compared to well over 30 years ago plus, I do look very similar, but I definitely don't look almost the exact same. I just look much younger. Well, now I do. But I swear to God, maybe it's because he's really rich and can afford all that stuff. Maybe that's what it is. Or it's cosmetics. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's aged at all. He looks like the same exact freaky singer, that was made famous by the controversy of singing that one song. Well, I call it a controversy because of religious people not liking it so much. But then they later on all listened to it. So, I mean, I don't know what to make about that. But he seems like that same dude. Try to take this ring from me, watch me detonate. You might as well bury me. Then I am a hand grenade. It's like going into just, hmm. That one might just be simple. But it seems like a lot of this is also about sin. right? You know, hedonism, degeneracy, reprobate behavior. That's what it seems like a lot of this is about. But it also speaks, it seems to me, of something of the current culture. Because the current culture's core values are, right, purposeful sin, right? As kind of like a rebellion against the idea of something being able to judge me, right? I am the highest being I know. Therefore, I am my own God, essentially, right? So definitely all the sins possible for sinning's sake, essentially. Hedonism, degeneracy, and reprobate behavior. All these things are the highest virtues in our current culture and society. It seems like this is speaking of that, especially in Manson's lines here. That's what it seems like to me, right? That explosion against, the concept of there being something that could possibly judge you, and there actually being a concept or the objective fact that there is right and wrong, good and evil, that everything's purely subjective, and therefore you can make up your own morality and ethics and all of that, basically, spitting in the face of established facts from history that such things never last and are not good. That's what it seems like to me. Although maybe I'm just thinking too much of it, because maybe it's just as simple as he says. I'm just a hand grenade, which, I mean, it is Marilyn Manson. Oh, they're leaning hard into the gooning, I swear to God. See, this one's made more for like females than guys, because you could tell by the by a lot of the themes. I swear to God. And I know what I'm talking about, because, in between all the women I've dated, there's thousands now, and the two marriages and divorces I've had, right? All of the women I've known, much as they'll half the time pretend otherwise, because it's a thing with women. They just do this, which is why you need to find one that doesn't. They will try to deny that they have anything like that going on in their own heads. But there's a reason why, all the fantasy animal screwing books, like, what was it, like Morning Glory Milky Farm or Milking Farm or something like that, Got by the Alligator. There was a video I saw, no, a couple of videos I saw recently about it, where women are buying these books in the hundreds of thousands and now the millions, actually. And they're reading about, a bull having its way with them. They read 50 Shades of Grey, where they get, you know, uh, they basically get kidnapped, basically, right? Even though technically it's not against their will, but that's what the whole play is for, right? They'll read about Christian Grey abusing someone physically, and then R-wording them, essentially, pretending like it's with their consent, but it's not, because according to their own rules, um, There's no such thing as permanent consent. You can retroactively withdraw it. Therefore, there's no such thing. They'll read about that and get off to it, right? I've seen the romance novel section. I've caught a lot of them reading it. They can't deny this. But they're leaning hard into the goonerism with this one. Well, maybe it is made for both sides, even though modern day boys are a lot more aware of how much they should stay away from certain things, which I'm kind of happy for. I look forward to it. But I swear to God, they're leaning hard into the goonerism with this one. I swear to God, this screams all of that. I swear to God. Despite everything else in it. It was kind of fun, though. It was kind of fun. I mean, I'd listen to it, that's for sure. But it wouldn't be my first pick of something to listen to. That being said, though, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What do y'all think, though? What do you think? Especially you, Peekaboo Sue. What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Or maybe me having fun with it, right, is something different. You let me know in the comments down below. All right. If this even makes it up on YouTube, which it's copyrighted, so I don't know if they're going to block it and permanently delete it or not. So good luck to us getting this up there. But yeah, that being said, you know what time it is. Be good. Be safe. Make good life for yourselves. Don't compromise safety and security for nobody and nothing. Death and disaster is only a second away. Do what you can today. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I am Badger7 Actual, the formerly homeless veteran. Blast Cab Badger out.